Club Knitters, and welcome to the 7th instalment of the 2021 Mystery Blanket Club. I can hardly believe that we are already at this point with just 3 more instalments to go before the complete blanket is revealed for this year. So what have I got for you this month in terms of squares? Well, there's 5 squares this month. I think you may have had 6 last month, so it's 5 for this month. All of them are squares that you have knitted before, although there are some variations on them. So for example, square 23 plush, I think you had in a previous mail out. It might have been last month, I can't quite remember, but this time you've got a variation on that with the colours just sort of swapping round. One good thing about having repeat squares is that it's a little bit of revision for you, really. So you know, you're becoming very familiar with some of them. Others, this will be like a second knit of a square. But there are still some, you know, a few new bits and pieces to come. It's just that at this point of the blanket, we do tend to get a lot of repeats because you've already got a lot of the squares revealed. So hopefully you'll enjoy knitting them all up, and then we'll just have the final few batches of squares to go. So there's not actually any new video techniques this month, but anything that you do need help or assistance with, remember that you can go back to previous blogs or vlogs, as I've now recently been told, that's what they're called. You can go back and access any sort of technique help that you need through those previous videos. When you've completed your August squares, you will have another strip completed. That will be strip number 3 if you think about the blanket in strips working left to right. So it's the 3rd strip in from the left will be completed. I've given written details in the written part of this blog as to how to sew those squares together with the various easings that are needed for some of them. So do check that out before you sew up, and hopefully that will give you enough guidance to confidently sew that strip into place. So just a couple of things I wanted to talk about before I sign off today. First thing is we've moved the launch date of the 2022 Mystery Blanket Club to the end of August. So it's actually launching for sign-ups on the 28th of August. Originally, we planned to launch it at the beginning of August. However, we are in the process of setting up a brand new payment system, which will enable you, if you prefer, to pay in instalments, but through an automated system. We did an instalment plan last year, but it was done sort of manually, and Sue unfortunately had lots of payments to deal with, one by one, bit by bit. She did it very, very well, but it was a lot of extra work for her, and she had to really keep on top of it. So our new payment system is using a company called Split It. And it works where you'll be able to choose actually between 2 and 4 instalments to pay your mystery blanket, or you can just pay in one go. It's totally up to you, but that will be in place at the end of August when we launch. So we're very, very excited about that. Also, there is a very exciting early bird offer for anybody that signs up within the first month. So we're giving you to the end of September, and then you will have a choice when you place your order in our online shop, whether or not you're paying in instalments or in one go. It's the same for everybody. Everybody that signs up will get the choice of a free gift. I'm not going to tell you what the free gifts are at the moment. I'm going to leave that until we launch, but there are 3 very special gifts that you can choose from as a thank you for signing up early. We do expect memberships to sell quickly this year. I've had a lot of emails recently from people saying, I'm going to be there on the sign up day, Debbie. I really want to get my place. And I would say we've had more emails than I've ever had before about wanting to sign up for next year. I think that's down to a lot of new people joining me this year, and hopefully having enjoyed the journey this year are going to come back and join next year. And of course there'll be hopefully lots of new people too, and familiar faces. Everybody's welcome in my club. And I do hope you decide decide to join me, because I've got a really lovely new design in store for next year. Just one last thing before I say goodbye then. I've just been doing some filming for a talk which the Knitting and Crochet Guild have asked me to do for their annual Unconvention event. Now normally in outside of COVID times, the convention would be something where physically people would meet up and gather over a weekend, and there'd be workshops and talks. But due to the restrictions still being in place and safety obviously still being a concern, they are running it again as an online event. So I've just recorded my talk. It's all about the inspiration behind my work, and I kind of invite you to my home where I give the talk, and I talk all about the things that inspire me, and discuss certain projects as well, mystery projects and kit and workshop projects, and I just tell you more about them and how they came about. That talk is taking place on the Saturday, I think it's a Saturday, 11th of September, between 1 and 2 o'clock. The convention runs for around about a week. And that weekend I think is either the beginning of it or it's in the middle of it. I will be able to confirm dates to you in the next blog. But anyway, I do hope that you'll come and listen to my talk. You don't have to be a member of the Guild to actually kind of check in and watch these talks and things. Some of the events, like workshops, you have to be a member for. And if you're not part of the Knitting and Crochet Guild, then it might be something you would consider joining. I'm a patron of the Guild, along with several other designers, including Kay Fassett, Jane Crowfoot, Louisa Harding, and Lorna Hamilton Brown. It's just a really good thing to be part of. It really supports the whole sort of knitting and crochet community, and they're always planning lots of interesting sort of events and workshops, and there's loads of material that you can access for sort of archive knitting patterns and samples. It's a great thing to be part of. So do have a look at their website, and it would be good if you joined. So that's where we are at the moment. I'm going to sign off now and wish you all very, very happy knitting this month. It's been extremely hot here in the UK, but we're moving into slightly cooler weather, which is so much better for knitting and so much better for me designing, because it's super hot in our house when the sun is shining. Not that I'm complaining, because I do love the sun. Have a great month. Please continue to take care of yourselves, keep busy, keep happy, and I will see you back here next month for the September blog. Okay, have fun everybody. Bye bye.